We're going to start off with John Fakler. John Fakler with story number one. Mr. Fakler, this is a story that is coming out of the South Florida Business Journal. I'm going to read you a headline. I'm going to read the first couple of graphs, and I want you to comment. After you comment, then we will go ahead and open it up to the round headline. Citadel's Ken Griffin says Miami's financial scene could replace New York's Wall Street. Here's why. And then we got our first couple of graphs. Citadel founder and CEO Ken Griffin touted Miami as the world's next financial markets hub that could replace New York City's Wall Street. The billionaire hedge funder told Bloomberg in a live interview on November 14th at the Citadel Securities Global Macro Conference in Miami that the city's vibrant business economy represents the future of America. And this is a quote from Mr. Griffin. He says, and he's talking about Miami, focused on civil society, the business community, and good governance. This state of Florida has done an incredible job of electing people into office that care about safe streets, good schools, and good jobs. The story goes on to say no state income tax and corporate incentives has driven more financial professionals and companies from areas such as New York City and Chicago to flock to the Tri-County area, now calling Wall Street South. Mr. Fakler, you've been here since the 1980s. I'm just wondering if you could give us some perspective. Has Mr. Griffin identified maybe something locals haven't? What say you, Mr. Fakler?
Yeah, well, he's got a dog in the hunt. I mean, this story was, and this interview was based out of Citadel's own event here in Miami. So, listen, we've heard the story before. We had the crypto bros brought in by Mayor Suarez. That went sideways. Many of those companies either just opened up satellite offices. They didn't move their headquarters. You had the main crypto bro fraudster, Sam Bankman-Fried, comes swooping into town, even got the naming rights for the arena, the AAA, to name it after FTX. Now he's going to jail. And we talked about this, Peter, as you know, in the last few podcasts. We talked about, how that didn't work as far as the crypto bros, the blockchain industry moving here. It didn't really happen. And we had one of our reporters, Jeff Zalewski, talk to me about back in the day. In fact, I covered this as well, that the biotechnology was supposed to move down here. It was supposed to be very exciting. Scripps was going to open a huge physical plant, and they never did. Jeff did a lot of reporting on it. I did back in the day. So again, there's another example of a industry outside of real estate and health that was supposed to take off in South Florida, and it never did. So that said, I mean, listen, Griffin's got a dog in a hunt. He's put millions of dollars in philanthropy in this area in Miami, for hospitals, for education. He's also invested $1 million in real estate deals in both commercial and residential in Miami and Palm Beach. So, he's definitely got a dog in a hunt. And who knows, I mean, it has to be exciting for reporters in this area to see that there may be a new industry. So it may play out in the future. Who knows?
Mr. Fakler, I want to let me just ask you one follow-up question. Ken Griffin is down here. He says he's going to make this major commitment. There's recently been news that Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, who has ties to South Florida, is just basically announced that he's leaving Seattle, where Amazon is based, a suburb of Seattle, and he's moving down to Miami. My question to you is, are these people coming here? And keep in mind, these people who are coming, not necessarily young hipsters, if you will. They're not the crypto bro types. Are they coming here because they want to set up industry, or are they coming here because they want to sort of have a hybrid between working and sort of doing what a lot of older people do when they come to South Florida, which is, retiring? So what say you, Mr. Fakler?
This is a decades-old story when it comes to business and industries. And yeah, it's to save on the taxes. There's no state taxes. They're also certainly going to glad hand the politicians and vice versa. So they know they'll probably get some sort of corporate breaks as a result of making that move. So yeah, I think it's more about saving themselves money. I don't think there's any great idea about coming down here and starting their industry or promoting their industry down here.
Interesting. And I guess the question I have for the rest of the roundtable is, if you look on social media, Ken Griffin's announcement that Miami will replace New York City as the next, financial hub of the United States and possibly even the Americas. Do you guys find any truth to that? Is that a hyperbole? Could Miami actually turn into this? And does somebody like Ken Griffin, does he have the wherewithal to kind of make it happen? Or is he going to be like a developer who came from Argentina called Faina, who had a big splash? His name was everywhere, and lo and behold, he ended up exiting his position and packing his stuff and taking his white hat and heading back down to Argentina. So what say the rest of the roundtable? John, Mike?
Well, I mean, Ken Griffin and Citadel is much more than just a hedge fund. Yeah, his firm is a market maker. So basically, they run the plumbing of Wall Street. So whenever he says anything, I think it's worth paying attention to. His name carries a tremendous amount of weight on Wall Street. This isn't a faena, okay? This is not, I mean, we're talking, I mean, Ken Griffin is a legend on Wall Street, and his firm basically runs the plumbing of just about all stock trading. So, I mean, Citadel is just massive. And I don't think many people really appreciate the scale of his business and enterprise. He does have a hedge fund, but really the Citadel is a market maker, securities firm, and just a giant. So whenever someone of his stature says something like that, I think people do pay attention. And I think in recent years, the whole mindset has shifted away from financial centers like Chicago and New York. For a number of reasons. I mean, the pandemic certainly accelerated a lot of that, but obviously the shift of work from home and the shift of technology that has really enabled everybody to basically work from anywhere where there's internet access. I mean, Henry Ford and Thomas Edison, all those guys, all those industrialists came down here. They never built auto plants down here because, there wasn't the population or anything, but they didn't have the internet. So, I mean, I think that adds a new dimension. I mean, that being said, this is a story, as old as Florida. And people do get very excited about, pronouncements like Miami replacing New York City as, financial center of the world. I don't think that's going to happen, but, certainly we can get our fair share.
Mike Seemuth, let me ask you a question if I can. During the Great Recession, there was somebody who bet against the housing market and became a billionaire effectively overnight. His name is Jeff Green. Jeff Green, he ran for high political office in the state of Florida, never succeeded, basically sold his condo, which he had in South Beach, and he headed up to West Palm Beach. He bought a bunch of dirt. He bought a bunch of real estate. Never to be heard from again. So I'm just wondering, we get these Wall Street types who come down here, they make their commitment. And by the way, Mr. Griffin from Citadel, he was one of the buyers of a condo over at the Faena in Miami Beach. Many of the people who bought condos in this Miami Beach condo called Faena, where prices were north of $3,000 a foot, many of them basically lost their ass as it pertained to the real estate. So they knew what they were doing in their industry. They didn't necessarily know the real estate side. Mr. Seemuth, do you see any similarities between maybe Jeff Green, the billionaire who made his money on Wall Street, came down here during the Great Recession, was able to basically gobble up most of downtown West Palm Beach? Or do you think Mr. Griffin's in a completely different spectrum, if you will, because everything John was mentioning in terms of his reach and working the plumbing of Wall Street?
I agree with a lot of what John said. And I do think he's in a different league. Jeff Green also maintains a very low profile. I don't think he has disappeared, but he's around. I've had the pleasure of talking to Mr. Green a few times, and he's hard to get a hold of. So I also think that you mentioned Jeff Bezos. I mean, he's just coming home. He graduated from Coral Gables High School. So, I mean, maybe it's a second home for him. I'm not really sure. But I do agree with Mr. Fakler in the sense that South Florida always seems to be in search of self-validation. And when somebody like Bezos or Griffin or Lionel Messi comes to town, oh my God, it's just, there's so much excitement. And the idea that we get all the Twitter about this suggests to me that we are not going to replace Wall Street anytime soon. But